The Spice Girls didn't do girl power for this. The suffragettes didn't throw themselves in front of cars and stuff for this. Hello, darlings. Welcome to another episode of AM to PM with your favorite darling, Anna Marie. This is episode 7 and the first episode of 2024. Brrr. Happy New Year. Can we still say Happy New Year? By the time this comes out, it will be past the threshold, I'd say, of saying Happy New Year, but it's a Happy New Year either way. I haven't seen you since December. I've been on a break, I've been on a little hiatus, and it is great to have you here. If this is your first time here, AM to PM is your survival guide for everyday life. So filling you in on the tea of everything that you need to know to help you live a better life, level up, be the boss babe that you want to be, boss man that you want to be. We don't discriminate here, but it's also a safe space for shenanigans, a little bit of scandal, and some piping hot tea, because I live for the drama. So you're gonna get everything on this show. Welcome back. I have a beverage. I am sipping wine mixed with juice. It's a white Zinfandel mixed with juice, and it's just gonna carry me through the show. Okay, it was a little to get me going, to celebrate the new year and to celebrate 400 subscribers. Yay! Things are moving along on this YouTube podcasting journey. Sometimes I'm like, oh, why did I decide to do this? I have so many things going on in my life. Why did I decide to add another task? But I think it will be fulfilling in the end. There is no end goal really with this. You just got to keep on growing. And yeah, it's great seeing your comments. It's great hearing feedback from people. It's just great having a platform to be open and talk and have fun, and also give other people the opportunity to share their life stories and life dramas with me and you for your entertainment, which is kind of insane, but it works. And here we are. Okay, this week's topic is what the F is going on.
What the F is going on?
And I had a topic planned for the first episode of the new year, but there's been so much that's happened in the last 3 weeks that we just have to do a catch up and we have to do a dissecting, because what the actual F is going on? Like, people are having babies, which is great. We'll talk about Halle Bailey a little bit later on. Mr. Simone Biles, we still don't know her husband's name, but him saying that he's the prize. Husbands being expected to pay for everybody's bill at the dinner party. There's just a lot happening in the world, and we'll get into that. But first, I want to answer one of your dilemmas. This is Ask Anna. We have a few juicy dilemmas today, so thank you for submitting. As you should know, you should be following me on the gram, on the socials at Anna Marie Descartes, or we now have an Instagram page. It is AM to PM Pod. You can follow us on there, and every Monday and Tuesday I pop up the dilemma box, so you can pop in your dilemma or send us a direct message. If you prefer it that way. Maybe I should make an email address. Would that be easier? So it could be a little bit more anonymous, but I guess you can send it from a burner account if you are not comfortable doing it from your real account. Do what you gotta do, but make sure you submit every Monday, on a Monday and Tuesday. I've got a little vibe going on in the studio right now. I've got a glass of white Zinfandel mixed with juice because we're not trying to get too crunk. This is just a little to wet the palate. Got a candle going. Got the pink mood light. Yes, it's nice and toasty. The heat is on. I'm in my fluffy slippers, which you cannot see, but I am having a fantastic time over here. So this will be a fantastic episode, and I want you to get comfy with me. Okay, dilemma 1. Hi, Anna. Hey. I'm attracted to my friend, but she has a boyfriend. I'm a lesbian woman, 22, and have been best friends with, let's call her Laura, 22, since we were 10. She is my rock. We do everything together and go everywhere together. Laura has been with her on and off again boyfriend for 2 years, and I think he's a dickhead. Straight to the point. She always comes to me crying, and I hate seeing her down. Sometimes she stays the night and we cuddle, but we've never crossed that line. Plus, I know she's not into girls. I can't help but want to take care of her and love her, but I know she'll never love me like I love her. What should I do? Oh my God. That unrequited love, that love where you know this person isn't gonna like you back, that's painful. And she says, first and foremost, thank you for sending it in. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for being honest. She says they've been friends since they were 10. They've been friends for 12 years. That's a deep friendship. So they know so much about each other. They spent so much time together. That's a different kind of love, you know. Those friendships that are lifelong or over 5-10 years, then they run deep. So I know that there's a sense of care here. And because the friend is being vulnerable with her, she's come to her for protection and things like that. I guess it's easy to fall in love with someone when you see their guard down or when they feel comfortable with you to be the most vulnerable sense. It's very easy to, you know, love that part of someone and want to nurture and protect them. But she has a boyfriend. Do you know what? You said it yourself. The boyfriend is a dickhead. You need to just be honest with your friend. You need to be honest and straight up and tell her exactly how you feel. I think it could go one of two ways. So you have to be prepared to take the risk, right? Because you might open up to her and be like, listen, I know you're my friend, but I love you as more than a friend. And I've been feeling this way for a while, and I'm not expecting anything from you, but I just need to get this off my chest and let you know that I would love to see where this goes with you. You could approach it like that, or you could just simply be hard body with it and tell the man to fuck off. And once you're honest about that, she can only respect you. And it could go one or two ways. It could either be she will either, one, reject you, which is quite likely because she's got this boyfriend and she's been going back and forth with this boyfriend. So they've got some toxic bonding happening there. Or two, she might actually be receptive to it. You never know. Deep down inside, she might be like, you know what? I feel the same. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing if she felt the same as you? If she was like, you know what? I love you too. I feel the same way for you, but I've got this man on my neck. So, I don't know. It's a sticky one still. Ultimately, you know, love always wins. And I know the one thing that you don't want to happen is risk losing your friend, risk losing that 12-year friendship, that bond that you have, because if she does reject you, she may no longer feel comfortable being in your presence, which could be very, very difficult. So it's a bit of a gamble. I would say go for it, because it seems like you've been feeling this way for a while, and you know, I guess the worst thing that can happen is she will say no, but that's also the worst thing that could happen, because how do you move past that? I would say go for it. You give love a try, but also don't expect her to reciprocate those feelings right away, because of course she's straight. There are multiple things that she needs to figure out in her own life before she can come together with you in a romantic way. So I would just lay your cards on the table. Just tell her, listen, I've been feeling you still, for a little while still. And I'm not expecting anything from you. Let her know that you're still her friend, but this is how you feel emotionally, but you still want to be in her life. And, you know, if she needs some space, you'll be willing to give her that space. If you want to talk about it further, you'll be willing to talk about it further. I think just that the key really is just being open and honest about how you feel, but also letting her know that her feelings are also valid in the situation. And yes, it will be a surprise for her. But yeah, love always wins. Hopefully this works out for you. You guys can still be friends, or you guys get together and you can be sisters. You can be lovers. You can be mature, respectful lovers, is what I should say. Good luck on your journey. And I think the friend to lover pipeline is some of the trickiest waters that you can cross, because you just never know. You might end up having the most amazing relationship with that person because you know them, you know everything about them, the foundation's already set. But on the other hand, that person might not feel the same, or you may get together and it completely just falls apart. It might not work. I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think our friend should do. Should she keep it stum, or should she express her feelings and let Laura know that, is her name even Laura? Yes, Laura know how she's feeling and get the love, get the girl of her dreams. Right, we are on the road to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We just hit 400, so that's 600 away from our goal, and then we can monetize the channel and we can start doing a lot more cool stuff. I do have my first guest on the podcast next week, so make sure you stick around for that. But yes, tell a friend, subscribe, like, follow me on the gram. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 followers on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok, and let's keep the party going. Yeah, let's keep it swing. Also, I've got a new hairstyle, darlings. If you're listening on streaming platforms, you need to come over to YouTube. That's where the real party is. I want to have a different hairstyle every month. So change my hairstyle every 4 weeks. This is the January hairstyle, the little cornrow situation, front fringe, long bob with curly ends. I'm not sure what February, I think I have an idea what February is going to be, but we shall see. Let's see. We're aiming for 12 hairstyles in 2024. Back to this week's episode. What the F is actually going on in the world right now? I think 2023 ended, it really ended with a bang. It really ended with the audacity of Simone Biles' husband, whose name we still do not know. Jonathan something, I think. I'm gonna find out when I edit this episode. The man that's married to Simone Biles, okay? And this caused up quite a kerfuffle online because the couple did an interview on a podcast and they asked him, how did he bag Simone Biles? For the record, he is also an athlete. He plays for the NFL. He's not as decorated as she is, but he without saying it, he made it very, very clear that she was chasing him, that he wouldn't have gone for her because she's not his type. And there are so many words, so many things that you just have to, sometimes when men speak, you have to read in between the lines, because he was saying, oh, he saw that they matched, and then he went to go and shower, and then he did this, and then he came back, and then he didn't know who she was, and then he saw that she had multiple followers, so he thought she was good. Like, if you match to someone, first and foremost, these dating apps are not cheap. They are very exclusive. They're for a certain caliber of person, celebrities and influential people, to meet people of the sort. If you match with someone, aren't you just gonna say hey? And you think that person is attractive, aren't you just gonna say hey? He was dilly-dallying. He let us know that he did not respond to her straight away. And then she messaged him. And then she drove 45 minutes to go and see him. And the rest was history. And then he also added that he thinks that men are the prize. And he also added that he was resisting the relationship. He didn't want to be in a relationship with her. But now they're married. And there were just so many hot takes on that situation that just made me feel like, why are men embarrassing? So many people were saying, this is why you don't chase a man. This is why you don't chase a man. This is why women should be the prize, because a man will just never put you on a pedestal like that. But he thinks that he's the one that should have been sought after, and that's just not how the status quo works. How one outrageous comment or how someone can take offense to something and that triggers someone else, and then before you know it, the whole of TikTok and Twitter and Instagram is talking about your love life. It's scary, but very entertaining to watch, and I'm very sorry for them. I'm very sorry for Simone Biles that she wants to be the husband. She wants to be known as the wife of someone who is less successful than her. And women, we have to do better. We have to do better. She is the most decorated athlete, the most decorated gymnast of all time, right? And her husband is a man who doesn't even talk about how great she is. And this is what I mean. With women, we have to do better as a society, because this is insane. And now she's married to the guy. You know what? She's got money. She's got Olympic money. She'll be fine. If they need a divorce, I hope she's got a prenuptial agreement, because that is not going to end well. But what do I know? Moving on, there was a video circulating of a woman's birthday dinner. I'll insert the clip in just a moment, but the friend of the birthday girl's husband comes to pick up the friend, and he offers to pay for his wife and for the birthday girl's dinner. The other women at the table are saying, what about us? You're not going to pay for us too? You should pay for us because you're the man and we're all women. Listen.
Oh, no.
I don't want to do that.
Can you separate it? I got the birthday girl and my wife.
Separate cake. Dang, I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate cakes? It's all women here.
No, but I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday girl.
You invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table.
Yes, I believe in chivalry. Yes, I believe that a man should pay, but he should pay for his woman. And the fact that he is offering to pay for his woman and the birthday girl's dinner is extremely kind and a gracious act to do. Just because you are friends of the birthday girl and you happen to be seated at the table doesn't mean this man who wasn't even here for the birthday dinner should pay for you. So were you not going to pay for yourself? Were you just expecting someone to pay the bill for you? As I could completely agree with the wife that says, when you get a husband, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because that's right. His money, yes, is my money. And I'm glad that he's looking after me and he's being nice and looking after my friend. But you other women at the table, you grown women, these are definitely women over 30. Why are you expecting your whole meal to be paid for by my husband? I think is bright and rude. It's feisty. It's entitled, and it's no. I'd have to have separate conversations with these women afterwards, because what are you thinking? And I'm not sure if this is a skit, because it looks like it could be, you know? And the way that it was filmed, like, how is everyone just so calm with everything being filmed openly like this? But you just never know with the internet. Either way, ladies, stop relying on men to do things. Unless that man has expressed interest in you, unless he's your husband, your boyfriend. Ladies, don't expect your friend's husband to do for you the way he would do for his wife. That's his wife. Of course he's going to pay for her. He owes you nothing. And the whole thought that your husband should buy your friends drinks or buy everyone drinks. No, he should buy himself a drink and he should buy me a drink. And we're going to buy each other drinks. But no one else or nothing else is his responsibility. And that's on that. Another what the F moment online more recently is a young British girl going on TikTok to talk about how her friend got beaten up by a man who was asking for her social media. I'll insert part of the clip because the clip has been deleted.
This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done.
Long story short, some girls go out, it's the end of the night, they are sitting on the street somewhere, some guy comes to one girl in particular and is hounding her for her socials, and she's like no, he keeps hounding her, he's getting a little bit more aggy. Another girl that they're with, her friend, who she did eventually said, oh, she only knew the girl for 2 days, steps in and defends her and tells the guy she's not going to give you her socials, and the guy punches her in the face. The guy starts beating her up and she sat there and did nothing. But the moral of her story was, you should just give your social media to guys like that so they can leave you alone. Firstly, I can tell that this girl is young, because that is quite an immature way to think. No one is entitled to any part of you, not your body, not your social media, not your picture, not whatever. You have the right to say no. And if someone is forcing themselves or forcing you to give it to them, that's not someone that you engage with. Even if you are choosing to give them a burner account or whatever, you still have the right to say no. And your friend, who you knew for 2 days, quote unquote, stepped in and defended you and put her life on the line for you, and you didn't step in and do nothing. You've come on TikTok to do your makeup and tell people that you watched your friend get beat up, and the moral of the story is you should just give guys your social media when they ask for it. What is that about? For me, the main, and I've been following this conversation online for like the last week. For me, the main audacity is that she's made this into a story time. Not everything needs to be monetized. Not everything needs to be content, especially things like that. Have you even got the girl's consent to make a video and talk about it? Because that's a traumatic situation. And the fact that you didn't even step in to defend this girl who defended you, that makes you look like a dickhead. Secondly, what happened to girl power? What happened to sisterhood? I am such a protective friend. I am like a mother bear with my friends and with women in general. If I'm out with my friends and a guy is trying to chat to them, I'm always eyes locked in. If you need me, let me know. I'm willing to step in. Even just random women on the street, and women do this for me too. Like if a guy is chatting her up on the street, I'll always ask, are you okay? Do you know this man? Do you want some help? If I'm in the club and I see a guy's hovering around, I'll always give her the eye, give her the hand, or verbally go up to her and let her know, you're right, honey. And women do this for me too. This is what we're supposed to do as women, because we are the weaker gender. I'm not saying that women can't fight. Of course women can fight, women can defend themselves, but we are stronger in numbers and we should be looking out for each other. So the fact that a girl that you've known for 2 days stepped in to defend you when someone was harassing you, and you couldn't even get up and kick this guy in the head with your heel. You couldn't get up and do nothing, but you've come on social media doing your makeup, doing get ready with me, really pathetic, really showing a lack of empathy for the girl, for the situation. And the only conclusion that you could come up with was just give them what they want. This is not what feminism is for. We've been fighting in the streets for this. Women have been fighting in the streets for this, and you're coming around to say just give it to them. No, No. And for any woman who watches this podcast, I will fight for you. And you need to, even if you're a non-confrontational person, you need to be there to back your friend. Claw an eye out. Call the police. Push him. Do something. If you're wearing heels or a block heel, if you're wearing a boot heel, you can kick. You can do something. And a lot of the time, it doesn't even need to be violence. You can use your words. You can use your presence alone to put yourself in front of someone else. We need sisterhood. We need girl power. What happened to the Spice Girls? The Spice Girls didn't ride for this. The Spice Girls didn't do girl power for this. The suffragettes didn't throw themselves in front of cars and stuff for this. We need to do better. And honestly, it's so disappointing that, you know, this womanhood solidarity isn't being trickled down. That's something I'm going to make sure that I do it with any woman that's around me, especially younger women. I'm always drilling positivity into their mind. I'm going to make sure I do it with my daughters too, because you can't just be doing this and then come on the internet and doing your foundation saying, oh, I didn't even know the girl though, I couldn't defend her, he was bigger than me. You can. Moving on, I want to wrap this up and talk a little bit about Katt Williams. Another thing in what the F is going on is Katt Williams and his 2-hour long interview, airing out everyone's business. He called out Steve Harvey. He called out Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, all of your favorite actors and comedians, about how people steal jokes. People stole his jokes, and we have the evidence. I'll put some clips up.
Same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Halloween was a trip. Halloween, we couldn't afford no Halloween costumes. Hey, kids, please. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were.
I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell her. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
You've heard me say that every Halloween I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. No, it wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. And it was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man.
Nobody was safe. And first and foremost, Katt Williams is an absolute legend in the comedy scene. I feel like now he's looking a little bit more healthy. He's always been like petite and looking like a crackhead. Was he a crackhead at one point? I feel like he got arrested for drugs or something. He's always been, no, he definitely smokes weed, but he's definitely been out of his mind a couple of times. But nonetheless, talented comedian, pioneer, and he really is he's your favorite comedian's favorite comedian. How can you not love Katt Williams? So the fact that he's done this interview with Shannon Sharpe, aired out everyone's business about who's stealing, about who's doing what, about who's playing dirty in Hollywood. I love stuff like this. We need more exposés. Thank you, Katt Williams, for dragging everyone into the ground. It's exactly what we needed. I feel like 2024 is really kicking off with a bang. 2023 ended with a bang. Of course, Diddy, we haven't forgot about Diddy and more of his shenanigans, more people coming out and, you know, sharing their stories, the whole Epstein thing, people's names being aired out. I haven't even read that document yet, and I don't think I will. Katt Williams dragging people. Halle Bailey had her baby in secret, even though we knew she was pregnant, but she never confirmed it. Wow. There is a shit ton of things going on this earth right now, in the entertainment industry right now. It's so hard to keep up, but I'm going to do my best for What's the Tea next week to make sure that I'm filling you in with all the juiciest juice. Let me know your thoughts on everything that's been going on in the world. If there's anything that I've missed, make sure to pop it in the comments. I just feel like there's a whole bunch of toxicity. Steph London, Jada Kingdom fighting. What's going on? Let me just continue sipping my wine because I guess the world's gonna burn to the ground soon, right? Honestly, the reason why I wanted to do this episode, this what WTF episode, is because I really don't know what WTF is going on. There's so much more than that, but hey, Max, we will be here all day, and I'm trying to keep these episodes to under 1 hour. There's a lot going on. Anyway, dilemma number 2. Hello, Anna. I've recently left my wife as I fell out of love and met another married woman. Neither of us are formally divorced, just physically separated. We have been meeting up for a few dates for a few months in various remote locations. Why am I questioning that? Are you meeting in the bush? You meeting in the field? What are you doing out there? Anyways, we have not yet been physical, but she told me last night that she is pregnant with her husband's child, but does not want to go back to him. What should I do? Well, hot diggity. First and foremost, first you're meeting in bushes. Secondly, she's pregnant with a man's baby that she doesn't want to be with. This is a dilemma. Well, I would like to preface this by saying that I have not been married nor divorced, nor have I had children. So my opinion is very limited, okay? So to summarize, these two people do not want to be with the people that they're married with. They're dating each other. They haven't slept together yet. She finds out that she's pregnant with her old man's baby, but she doesn't want to be with the man. And I'm sure she wants to keep the baby. This is a sticky one for my brother. Because he was just looking for some solace. He was just looking for a good time, an emotional connection with a pretty woman, going to remote locations and bushes to do the thing or to just enjoy his life with, you know. Now she's turning around and she's expecting a baby. That messes up the whole game because, one, you can still, pregnant women can still have sex, but how comfortable would you feel having sex with someone who is pregnant with someone else's baby? This is a mess. And how would you feel about still having an emotional connection to a woman who is pregnant with someone else's baby? This is what I keep thinking about. It really just depends on what you want as a man. Are you really invested in this woman? Do you see a future with her and you think you can have a great life with her? If you do, you got to step up and be the baby daddy or be the step daddy in this situation and be there for her. You're probably going to have a conversation with old man, the original husband, to let him know that, you know, she's taken care of, she's spoken for. But this is just a messy situation. This is just a bad situation. Do you know what I think? My logical brain is just saying you need to leave that woman alone because she is still legally bound to her husband and now they are expecting a child. They have their own thing going on here, so they need to have their own conversation and see if they're willing to work on their marriage and make the marriage work. First and foremost, why is she still banging him? She was still banging him while you were taking her on dates. Is that a violation? I don't know. This is just a mess. And now she's pregnant. And you haven't even had the chance to taste it. Do you know what I mean? This is mad. Okay, yeah, my logical brain is saying you might just need to find another little girlfriend because she's got bigger fish to fry. And pregnancy is not something that you can deal with in a week. This is 9-10 months. This is a year's process because her body's going to change and postpartum and everything. This is a year of her bringing life into this world and then recovering from that life. Are you prepared to take that? Do you have kids of your own with your original wife? There are so many questions that I need answering here before I can give a solid answer. But what I really want to say is move on. I think just cut your losses here and say, you have a nice life because I can't help you. But if you really feel, and I always give two answers. I'm a Libra again, so I always see two sides of the coin. On one hand, I'm saying pack your bags and go. On the other hand, I'm saying if you love her, if you feel for her and you want to try a thing and you don't mind being a stepdaddy and you don't mind sleeping with her while she's knocked up, or just, being in her life while she's getting ready to give birth, then my friend, do what makes you happy. If you are prepared for that. But make sure you have money. Make sure you have money to support her. And I hope she's getting money from her husband too to support her. And make sure you have money too, because she's going to want your support as well. This is a mess. Just leave it alone. I'm stressed now. I'm so stressed. Let me just sip on my wine. Okay. Woo. What is going on in the world? What is actually going on in the world? With some of the dilemmas that I receive, I can't believe that people experience situations like this. My life is so boring. I thought my life was full of fun and excitement. I have got nothing on half of the stories that I've had on this show. But we love it. Keep it coming, okay? Hi Anna, I'm in my second year of university and I think I might be pregnant. What's with these pregnancies? You lot better not be sprinkling the energy of pregnant over here, because that's not what we want. Okay? No babies yet. Thank you. I'm in my second year of university and I think I might be pregnant. I'm really not upset about it because I love my boyfriend and my family and his family would be supportive and would be okay with it. I am just upset about the timing because I really want to get my career started after university. What should I do? Well, first and foremost, good on you for being an ambitious girly, and thanks again for your vulnerability. Second year of university, if second year of university would make you like 19, 20, right? If you didn't do a gap year, it would make you 19, 20. I'm just assuming, which is quite young to have a child, but it is doable. People have been having babies since the beginning of time at like 15, 16 years old. So it's doable. And society has progressed now where you can have a child and have a career. And if you've got a loving partner and you've got two loving, supportive families who can help you on your journey, then hey, if you really want this baby and you feel like it's the right thing that you want to do, then absolutely have your baby and enjoy your life. I think you will be fine. That's it from me this week. Make sure you're following me on all the socials. Hit me up on the gram and I will be back next week. Bye, darlings.